The crowd gathered in support of the families of Marcedes Myran and Morgan Harris. Carrying signs and hand drums, they demanded justice for the women whose remains are believed to be in the Prairie Green Landfill, victims of an alleged serial killer. This supporter says the ongoing genocide of Indigenous women has to stop.
Individual acts are genocide when they're all happening to the same group.
Weeks after a feasibility study said it was possible to search, no plans have been announced. Long Plain First Nation Chief Kyra Wilson said there are tentative plans for a meeting in July with the provincial government, but she hasn't confirmed yet. She says the issue keeps getting shuffled back and forth between the provincial and federal governments. She says the federal government has told them it wants to support them in a search, but is waiting on the province.
So for me, this is not a political issue. This is, an issue that speaks to humanity and who we are as a community, as a society. And if you're not willing to do that landfill search, and if you're not willing to do that work in your role as a leader, then somebody else needs to be sitting there.
Cambria Harris, the daughter of one of the women whose remains are believed to be in the landfill, urged those gathered to keep putting pressure on government and to keep talking about the issue of missing and murdered women.
Acknowledge what is happening and continue to talk about it with your peers at your dinner table. When you go home today, don't let this be just a one-time conversation. Make this an everyday conversation. Because if it's uncomfortable for you to speak about, could you imagine how uncomfortable it is for our Indigenous community to have to live through every single day?
Leanne Sanders, APTN National News, Winnipeg.